No, I'm just lost. See, we're trying to get to...
Hand me another bag of them chips!
Okay.
My name is Startopus, but you knew that part. Over the Garden Wall is my favorite work of fiction of all time, and since we're approaching that spooky season where everyone's gonna be watching this show again, I thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to make a big old video about it. So here I am, doing that. I'm gonna rank every single episode of Over the Garden Wall, which seems like it's gonna take a while, but it won't because there's only 10 of them. So anyway, I don't think we need to delay this anymore. Y'all probably know what Over the Garden Wall is, and if you don't, this is your spoiler warning. Go watch it right now. I will punch you in the mouth. Does that mean? That's not mean. Oh, whatever. Let's get started.
Welcome, gamers. Welcome back to school.
Schooltown Follies is cute. I really like Schooltown Follies. It's got some good jokes, it's got some good character design. Miss Langtree is a funny character with her song about her husband leaving her. I love that. That's funny. And it is really cool how this episode parallels stuff later on with Greg's character. But that being said, because it's so focused on Greg, who is unfortunately the least deep character, this episode, as a result, feels like it has the least to say out of everything in the show. Like it might actually be kind of skippable? Like, that feels weird for a show with only 10 episodes, but like, I can't really think of a reason you need to see this one, outside of some very cute and charming Greg moments, and I guess Wert and Beatrice bond a little more. In spite of it being the one, like, sort of meandery episode, I still do like it. It's very cute. Again, the song is nice. That's it. Mad Love swapped places a couple times on my ranking. It was originally a lot higher, but then I thought about it and was like, okay, if I had to include only 8 of the episodes with me on a desert island, this wouldn't be one of them. There's a lot I really love about this one, particularly the Wert and Beatrice stuff is super compelling, and they have a lot of very interesting character development here. And I liked Fred the Horse's inclusion. I kind of wish he appeared a little more just because he's a really funny character.
I want to steal.
You want to talk funny characters though? Quincy Endicott is a character made to appeal to my exact sense of humor. He's hysterical. The resolution's neat too, but yeah, this episode really sticks out thanks to Wert and Beatrice's excellent development. I really love their conversations in this one. I love when Wert has to reveal his deepest, darkest secret, and it's something incredibly mundane. And it really sets up the next episode's events really well and makes them sting all the more when we actually get there. It's also really cool that the premise of this episode was based off a dream Patrick McHale had. That's neat. I like that. Funny with some very compelling characterization. But yeah, I mean, it's still a great episode. Like, this is the second worst, and I rate it like a 9 out of 10, so that should tell you the level that this show is on.
We're no strangers to love. No, love. No, you know the rules. Yeah. And so do I.
Lullaby in Frogland, more like Lullaby in Painland. This episode's really notable for marking a tonal shift in the show as we enter the darker part of the story, and it does that amazingly. The Adelaide scene is top tier. It's pretty funny while also being legitimately very unnerving. She's a creepy old hag voiced by the King from Shrek 2. Beatrice is the easy highlight of this episode. Her characterization is stellar here, and I love that she is trying to convince Wert and Greg not to go without revealing that she's a double agent. That's really good stuff. Also, the titular Over the Garden Wall song is in this one. Wow, that's there. Look at that. It's a good song too. I really like it. Honestly, that song alone is one of my favorite moments in the whole show. It's like an 11 out of 10 moment in itself. While this episode is really great, I do feel like it's a little bit hurt by the pacing of it, because this episode is kind of split in half. It feels like 2 episodes. We got a lot on this frog boat, which is all very fun and charming, and then we got the Adelaide stuff, which is very dark, and I get that that's the point, this tonal contrast, but it makes the episode in itself a little unfocused, even if it's great in the context of the full series. Also, comment down below what your favorite nickname for the frog is. Mine is George Washington. That was dumb. You don't actually have to do that.
And my axe.
I don't think I've ever been won over by a show faster than this, but the old Gristmill is just a perfect start to the series. I love how this show just drops you in with zero context of what the heck is going on. Like, our opening here is a frog playing a piano, a montage of things that don't make sense yet, and then we see the main characters walking through the woods. There's a lot of really clever foreshadowing in the woodsman's house. And also, hey, the woodsman! I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about him yet, but I love the woodsman. He's probably my favorite character in the show. Oops, did I say favorite? Because I meant second favorite, because oh my gosh, Wert! Wert is just like me for real, and I've never so quickly empathized with a protagonist before. And it got worse later and felt like the show was actively calling me out. But we'll get there when we get there, or you can just watch my my Wert video. Love this horrifying dog monster too. He has beautiful eyes. Yeah, no, I can't really think of a better first episode than this. Like, maybe Gravity Falls, but like, I don't know, man. This one's real solid. It sets up absolutely everything it needs to, and includes a lot of really clever stuff in retrospect. Absolute 10 out of 10. This is 7th place. Ringing of the Bell is— oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh lord! I saw an official Cartoon Network video about their favorite couples in their shows, and Lorna and Wert were on there. Ew. If the last episode set up the tonal shift, this episode embraces the tonal shift with some legitimate terrifyingness. Oh my goodness. The twist with Lorna is fantastic, and so is Auntie Whispers as a character. I just really love her voice. It's very funny.
Somebody
This episode has the most turtles. I hate those turtles. And even though the Woodsman and Beast only have small roles here, I think they really work. And that final speech from the Beast is especially terrifying. I really love it. Plus, Wert's hopelessness here is so palpable. Like, this final scene with him is kind of hard to watch for me. He's so upset. It really puts me in a bad mood. But like, in a good way. I'm super invested. Anyway, don't let the kiddos watch this one. Wow!
I'm King Dedede!
Songs of the Dark Lantern is a delight of an episode. This episode, this one right here, this one was just really fun. And also, a musical, kind of. I love Wert's interactions with all these cabin folk. They're really funny. I love this guy right here, this guy. I love this guy and his song about Wert finding love. I love that this is our first episode that explains the Beast well and even shows him at the end. That's his first appearance, wow. Also, it's the better of the 2 episodes that feature Fred the Horse. Okay, but literally none of that matters because
King Dedede! King Dedede!
is the greatest gift to mankind ever to come from more mankind. The setup to the joke is great, and his song? Why is it so well animated? Why is it so catchy? Nobody knows. He's
King Dedede!
And we all exist in the same reality as him, and we have to deal with that fact. You are not safe. He will come for you. He always comes for you. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at this little guy. Wow. It's
King Dedede!
oh my gosh. It's just a little scrongly little scrimbelow. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, sorry, Over the Garden Wall. The rest of the show doesn't have
King Dedede!
I'm the master of fright and a demon of light.
Is Hard Times at the Huskin Bee this high because it has Patient of the Night, the best song in the whole show? Yes, it is. But also, this episode is just really, really good. It has probably the best animation of any episode in the whole show. Pretty much everything looks really, really good. It introduces Beatrice and cool pumpkin people, and I don't know, I feel like this one is just like the most iconic of the show. The imagery here, I've seen these pumpkin people like since long before I actually watched the show. So this one clearly made an impact on a lot of people, and I can see why. Plus, I feel like this is the episode where Wert really came into his own as a character. It's episode 2, so like, he did it pretty fast, but still. He's so compelling here. I love everything to do with him in this one. Also, this joke is great. Audio me to editing me. This is where you will. This is where you put the joke with Greg digging up the skeleton. That's what I need there. Don't leave this in. I will kill you. Overall, it's what we in the biz call an S-tier episode. Yes, an S-tier episode at number 4. Let's get into some real stuff. The final 3 episodes of Over the Garden Wall are all incredible, and The Unknown, the series finale, is no exception. Wert versus the Beast is my favorite hero versus villain confrontation ever. I love Wert's slow realization that the Beast is manipulating everyone. You can see it on his face as the episode goes on. You can see him put it together. And like, I didn't know where this show went. I was legitimately scared for Greg's life. I didn't know he was gonna be okay. I mean, I assumed, but like, you know, that's still real. It's the finale. They can do whatever. All the characters' storylines just converge into this glorious, horrifying final showdown. I love that the woodsman gets to finish him off too. That's very satisfying. But really, it's that dang ending that always elevates this one. That final montage where we see everything come together is so just... oh, I can't even describe how much I just love this final sequence. I don't think I'll ever be able to watch this show again without feeling something when the woodsman's daughter comes out of that house. And also, that's the best final shot of anything. I'm just gonna say that. Overall, an absolutely masterful ending, and I would have it no other way. Babes in the Woods is the most tense I've ever been watching television, maybe. There's just this immense feeling of dread the whole way through. It kills me. It kills me every time I watch it. It kills me. But at the same time as being immensely uncomfortable and horrifying and everything, it's also a really well put together and charming look and reference to those old Mickey Mouse shorts and just old black and white cartoons in general. I really love all of that stuff too. Apparently some of the character designs in this were so creepy they had to be cut, and like, I believe it. Look at, like, oh god, oh my, oh lord. And look, I've been pretty dismissive of Greg this video and in general, but this is the episode where he really shines, and we get why he's important to the show. Because, holy crap, that final sequence is horror. That final sequence is horror. This episode is just hopelessness incarnate with everything Wert does, and optimism incarnate with everything Greg does, until you see the problem with optimism and the problem with hopelessness. Both extremes are presented as in the wrong here, and I like that. Wert needs to come to a middle if he wants to save Greg next time. But anyway, getting a little off topic. Not quite sure how to like form my thoughts in this episode into like rational talk. I just know I really love it. All right, it is a perfect episode, and yet there's one episode that's a little bit better. Where do I even start with Into the Unknown? Well, I know. This video. I made a whole video about Into the Unknown already and why it's one of my favorite episodes of TV. And it also just talked a lot more about Wert and his character arc, so go watch that for sure if you like this one. But man, it's hard to like even know where to start with just how perfect this episode is in every way. To the visuals, to the music. Oh my god, the music. Okay, weird thing, but the iTunes version of the series for some reason removes the music from this episode. I don't even know how that happened. I don't like it. So HBO Max is probably the way to go with it. Oh wait, they're removing the show off HBO Max and might have already done it depending on when this video comes out. Thanks a lot for that. I hate you. Oh my gosh, you're freaking stupid. Tangent aside, Wert's character is perfection. Greg's relation to Wert's character is also perfection. This is his backstory and it works. I like that everyone actually doesn't mind Wert. He is very self-conscious about nothing. I love all the background clues to what the unknown actually is, like Quincy Endicott having a headstone. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Greg's weird outfit being an elephant costume is still the greatest reveal in cinematic history. It's just one I will never get tired of watching, and it means a whole lot to me, but I have a whole video about it, so go watch that instead.